Hey guys, and welcome to the Pythagorean Theorem. I'm Adi Krish, and let's begin. So let's start with some background knowledge. Then I'm going to tell you what the Pythagorean Theorem is. Then let's work through some problems. They're going to be really fun, trust me. And then let's do some homework. Okay? Let's go. So before learning the theorem, we need to brush up on some stuff, just to make sure. So this is a right triangle. The longest end is called the hypotenuse. It is opposite to the actual right angle, which is 90 degrees. The other two legs are called leg 1 and leg 2. Remember, the hypotenuse is the longest leg of the right triangle. The Pythagorean theorem states that the hypotenuse squared is equal to the sum of the other two sides squared. So if the hypotenuse was 5, then 5 squared, which is 25, equals to 4 squared plus 3 squared, or something like that, because it needs to be the other two sides squared added together equal to the hypotenuse squared. So let's just try to find the hypotenuse here, the length of the hypotenuse. I'll give like 30 seconds work on it. So the hypotenuse is 10 because 6 squared, which is 36, plus 8 squared, which is 64, equals to 100. And 10 squared is 100, or square root of 100 is 10, and x equals to 10. What about this problem? If a equals to 5 and b equals to 4, find c. Okay, that was a bit tricky because you didn't have to find the hypotenuse there, you had to find one of the side lengths. So c squared plus 4 squared equals to 5 squared. C squared plus 16 equals to 25, c squared equals to 9, and c equals to 3. Remember, you were trying to find a leg this time, you were not trying to find the hypotenuse. These problems might trick you and ask you to find something that's not the hypotenuse. Try to keep that in mind. So let's try a good fun word problem. Okay? So a 13-foot ladder is leaning on a wall. If the foot of the ladder is 5 feet away from the bottom of the wall, then how high up is the top of the ladder from the bottom of the ground? The answer is not 13 or 5 meters, I can guarantee you that. I'm going to give you a while to work on it, then I'm going to tell you how to solve this. So what will be really helpful for problems like this is to draw a bit of a picture. So the ladder is 13 feet long, okay? Like the ladder is 30 feet long. It's leaning on the wall, and the foot of the ladder is 5 feet from the wall. So what you're trying to find is the length of the top of the ladder, which is here, straight down to the floor. And guess what? This is a right triangle. And this is the hypotenuse. So 13 squared equals to 5 squared. So w squared plus 25 equals 169. Remember, w is the thing you're trying to find. It's this. And then that's how you find w equals to 12. Because w squared equals to 144, and then square root of 144 equals to 12. So w is 12 feet. Let's try another fun word problem. This one's also a bit tricky. Joe saw an advertisement for a 20-inch TV. If the TV is 10 inches long, how many inches wide is it? Pause it here and try to work through it. So this is actually a fun fact. When they say 20-inch TV, they mean this is 20 inches, not this or this. So a 20-inch TV is from here till here, 20 inches. But guess what? Here like this, like this, like that. Now guess what that is? That's a right triangle. So 20-inch TV, and it's 10 inches long. So that means that this is 20 inches, and long means it's 10 inches here. You're trying to find this. That's a right triangle. So it's 10 squared plus w squared, w is the width, equals to 20 squared. Then w squared equals to 300, and w equals to square root of 300, which is roughly 17.320 inches. You won't always get those neat little whole numbers. Sometimes you can just leave it as square root of 300, but if it's asked for decimal places, try to use a calculator, or if possible, do it in your head. So I'm going to give you a really fun homework problem. I really like this problem. There's 3 answers. If Alex has three different ladders and they're 15 feet, 10 feet, and 12 feet in height, approximately how far would the bottom of each ladder need to be from the base of the wall in order for Alex to be able to reach the window that's 8 feet above the ground? These problems are a bit fun and tricky, and there's three answers. It's not just one answer because it's asking for three different ladders. I want you guys to have some fun with this problem, and yeah, good luck. So, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Until then, good luck with the homework and keep studying.